Hey guys, what's up? Sive here. This is going to be my final build for my pyrotech. This is what I ended up settling on. I know my other video is a little different. It's a little low heat cost um, pyrotech build, but this is the final example. You want to take 3 points in this. This is actually different if you are a powertech. I'm actually using the powertech. I'll show you both examples. See, the mercenary version will give you range tech and accuracy. We'll do the mercenary first, and then I'll show you where you should put your points in the powertech version also. Take your 3 points in your increased range tech accuracy. 2 points in endurance, because you definitely don't need this because you're not casting anything. Would be what I was explaining in the last video. Especially you would use this if you're CC'd a lot or you find yourself, you know, basically overheated. But you would have to give up a snare, and this snare goes off your auto attack because you have the gas cylinder. You know, you have the superheated gases, so it increases your gas cylinder of combustible gas. So you really want that because you can snare people at all times basically with your auto fire, because you should have combustible gas on because of this superheated. Alright, your rail shot now ignores 30% of the target's armor when it's burning. This is great. It also has a 100% chance to vent 8 heat and refresh the cooldown. So that's excellent. 16-second dot. It's a must. This is a waste. It's stealth duration. Yeah, you'll never use that. Your shield removes movement impairing. This is another aspect of you can kite. You'll never be stopped. So you definitely want that. Power shot and unload. This is how you set your rail shot with your unload. You can kind of juke that cast, like I was saying in the other video, if you don't want to, waste the full unload on the target, because it doesn't do as much damage as Arsenal. So that's kind of debatable. Some people juke the cast just to see if it resets rail shot, or you can let it go through depending on the situation. Especially if you're overheated, you'd let it go through. Reduces the cooldown. You really don't have any options, so this is what you want. Rapid shots, rail shot, do 9% additional damage. You want this. It's very good. It does your unload and sweeping blasters and 9% on, gives them all 9% more damage. You have two options here. When you take, show you what it does. When you take 100% chance to reduce your cooldown on your energy shield by 3 seconds can occur 1.5 seconds. Kind of cancels itself out with that internal cooldown, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Increase the critical bonus damage of combustional gas cylinder, rail shot. Yeah, that's outstanding. That's 30% bonus crit damage, which is awesome. Especially with the nerf to surge, that's a must-have firebug. Alright, you have two options up here. You really have to take both of these boxes. Critical hits have a 100% chance to reduce the active cooldown on your overload. This is okay. It's a 6 seconds, so it can occur every 1.5 seconds. So it's really not that bad with your dots ticking. It'll, it's better than this, but I wish we had more options up here, but we don't. Thermal detonator, a must. Okay, you want to take 3%. And this box here, which gives you 6% more missile damage, which technically you have two missiles. You have fusion, and you have your 16-second dot. That's considered a missile too. So it increases the damage of both of those. You want that. A lot of people have been, I think I did this in the last video too, a lot of people have been going up here and taking this when your combustible gas cylinder is active, increases critical hit chance by 3%. That's your tech crit. In this box here, it's increased range and tech crit chance by 2%. So you're wasting a lot of points to get to this box when you could be just taking this one. It's very simple. So you want to go 3 points in that, and aim also. It's a lot of damage there. And then 2 points in that to finish it off to vent more heat when you're overheating. You could, if you never overheat and you really never need this, you could grab this box and put 1 point into that. Just play with this. Depending on how you overheat with your class, this will give you an extra 3%. But you know, it just depends. This is exactly, I normally, for PvE, I'll run this box just because, you know, it's really nice to never worry about overheating because it vents so much. But definitely PvP, go all out, get your crit. So you're gaining 3% out of this box and another 6% there. So you're gaining 9% extra crit just out of these two talents, which is really good. So the final build is 31, Arsenal 6, Bodyguard 4. And that's my PvP build, and my PvE build would be the reduced heat, which would be 5, 5, 31. And now I'm going to show the PowerTech version, which is basically the same other than your flame burst is exactly basically the same. You know, flame burst activates your combustible cylinder on the target, so you don't have to auto fire as much as a PowerTech as you would a mercenary. Basically the same build. Alright, now here's where your options come into play. This is a little bit different for PowerTech. Alright, you have increased crit chance, or critical hit chance of fire effects by 3%. You can go here. Reduce the cooldown on your dart, which is your stun, which I kind of see as a waste. You have rail shot ignores 20% of the target's armor. This is a must. And let's see, the other options, you really don't have anything here. Reduced all damage taken by 1%, not good. Increase the damage dealt by flame burst, that is pretty good. Increase the effectiveness, okay, yeah, this would be, you know, decent. It'd give you that extra crit chance at 1%. So let's look in the shield tech line. Flame burst, flame sweep, blasters, no, you don't want that. So there's really not, you really don't have a lot of options, you know, with all this. The best thing, increase rail shot damage by 3%, that's a must. The 60%, wow, last time I played this, I believe that was 40. I played PowerTech during the beta. I believe that was 40, man. I'm not sure. Let me know about that. The other thing is, really, you don't have a lot of options here. And I know a lot of you are going to be wanting to go for this crit. Basic fire damage effects, damage dealt, that's really good. But it's really up to you. There's not a set idea that is better. I mean, you have this option, flame blast and flames combust the target, lowering its damage dealt. That's not really, I don't know if I would take that over just straight up damage, because this is just straight up damage, 6% damage. So really, you can give up 1% of that damage and basically pick up this, or you could reduce this. This is overall fire damage, and pick up 3% to Flame Blast, which is like your main attack. But yeah, this part of the tree, this part is just locked in. There's nothing you can do to this. This is really player preference, what abilities you use. So this is where your options you have. I mean, you have really 2 points that you can use wherever you want. The rest, everything is locked in. I'm going to say I want overall damage and that tech chance. You know, I don't know if I would use this a lot because it's just one ability. This does overall. you have to have your rail shots. That's just a ton of damage you'd be giving up. So this is the powertech version of pyrotech. So 4, 6, 31. Like I said, plus or minus 3 really with this tree. You can't adjust 31, but yeah. I'm going to start trying to put out more of these tree videos. I have a lot of alts that I've been playing other than my double bounty hunters. So as soon as I get to level 50, I'll start putting out those trees, maybe a little sooner. And also I'm going to be doing the one-on-ones. So I'll talk to you guys later.